Now splits. Riley's only gonna demonstrate on one leg. You're gonna be able to do this on both legs. You have to do that on both legs. We like to say you do your bad side, you do your good side, and then you do your bad side again. A lot of dancers like to overstretch to the good side, and we totally forget about our bad side. So during these weeks, stretching at home, please enforce, you start with your bad side, you do your good side, and then we return to the bad side to be able to enhance that and try to equal out the body. So Miss Riley's gonna demonstrate. You can use books, you can, if you have yoga blocks, anything that they can put weight on, it's not gonna crumple. And again, let's not use like cereal boxes or something like that. We do not need to cause injury. It has to be strong enough that they can put full weight onto these blocks. When you're stretching your dancer at home, this is not a forced stretch again. This is their own weight, this is own gravity. I'm gonna teach you what you need to look for. So your dancer can do this while watching TV, while you're just sitting on the couch, just different things to watch. The big thing for hips is hip alignment. So when I'm in the stretch, you do not need any of these hips rotating. Hips are over your shoulders. It's called being square. We need to try to keep the hips and shoulders aligned. The way the bodies are designed, yes, the hip is the back hip. It will pull back a little bit. I'm not saying you force that hip forward. I'm gonna teach you how to do this safely, where the dancer is not feeling a lot of pain, and we're able to enhance the split at home without force. We're using the dancer's own gravity, and we're using objects to be able to support the dancer into the level split they're at. So Miss Riley's gonna pretend she doesn't have splits. So she's gonna put both weights on blocks. She's gonna put one leg forward, and she's gonna slide into her split, putting the weight on the blocks, trying to keep her shoulders above her hips, trying to keep her chin lifted, and trying to keep that sternum nice and high. A lot of dancers, which I don't understand because all your kids are beautiful, love to look down. This is their stretching position, this is their bar position, this is their dancing position sometimes. Do not allow your dancer to do this. The chin is lifted, the sternum is raised. I like to call this the flashlight. You need to let the light and the rays come out of this area. Do not let them stretch hunched over. It becomes a habit, and it's a very hard habit to break, because this is, it shows confidence issues, it shows muscular problems. You let them open that, let them open this area, and while they're stretching, and it will enhance their dancing a lot. So I'm gonna have her split all the way down. Just bend this and lift yourself a little higher. These are designed so they can put the weight on it without making them hunch over too much, because if I take away the block, she's nowhere in line. So you really stack everything you need to stack. So slide your split down. So her shoulders are over her hips. So you can be this high in a split, and you have your blocks to be able to keep your shoulders over your hips into a safe position without hunching over, without overstretching your hamstring and taking the pressure away from your hips. The split is not just a hamstring stretch. It's not just a calf stretch. We have our internal rotators. We have our greater truncator out here that needs to be able to rotate and stretch behind us. So if they're not stretching properly and their body's always in this lean forward motion, they're now creating a very long hamstring and a very tight hip flexor. And this is where dancers look like they can kick their face, but you ask them to do a split and they're not all the way down. They have overdeveloped one part of their split and they've underdeveloped the hip section. With the blocks, with everything, the idea is to keep the shoulders above the hips. And no matter where they're at, leave them in that position, use the blocks, let them support their own weight. And the whole idea is to keep this alignment to allow the split to happen. Do not allow them to lean forward. Do not allow them to sit in their lower back, because that's gonna push the hip forward in a very unsafe manner. They have to pull themselves up, head over shoulders, over hips. Sometimes if they're already in their split, I like to tell them to point their fingers to the back. It rotates their shoulders behind them and causes a more of alignment. This position is their grand jeté. This position is their saut de chat. This position is most of the jeté jumps that the dancers do in the air. If they are trained to be here, this is the pictures we see, and this is the pictures we give our grandparents. This is the picture we show everyone. We don't want that. We want the shoulders up, we want the chin lifted, we want the stomach in, and now we have the picture that we can be like, oh, look at my child, right? So training your child at home, this is the alignment. I don't care if their split is 3 feet off the air. We do not force them down. We keep the alignment. So as we stretch them in the studio and get them more flexible, this is already done for us, all right? Again, the foot has to be straight by the ankle. The head, shoulders, and hips are stacked on top of each other, and you just have them sit in this watching TV. If they're feeling a lot of pain, they get out of it. Pain is a body's response to injury. The more pain we have, the more we're stretching the muscle. Do not allow them to be in a position where they're in a lot of constant pain. That's no fun for a dancer. That's no fun for anyone training. That's how dancers get discouraged. That's how dancers will stop enjoying the training. Too much pain will cause an actual body response to run away. So while we're doing this at home and we're trying to keep our dancer involved in the arts, trying to make sure that they know that they love this art form, let's do this safely, not a lot of pain. The moment they have pain, we're out of it. And that's for all age groups from 5 to 18. The idea is alignment at home. The more you can teach your kids alignment, the more you as a parent understand the alignment, the more their dancing is going to enhance, the more their actual performance is going to enhance, and allow us to do the overstretching, allow us to be able to put the weights on the body so we can enhance their musculature. All the stuff we're doing at home, again, is gravity-based, no forcing, not a lot of pain.